So the liberal elites have finally came out, the left-wing liberal elite Hollywood nut jobs have finally come out and said, oh, please, Mr. Trump, Mr. President Trump, we need your help. I find that absolutely hilarious. Because what's going on here is, as you know, the AI race is on, and it's on all the way around the world. And let's be honest, whoever controls AI over the next 5 years controls the world. And Donald Trump and the brilliant team that he's assembled around him has made a massive push to make sure that we are the leaders in AI, which he should. Because for all the bad things AI is going to do, we cannot sit idly by and let somebody else take the helm, take the reins. We have to be in front. So we're pushing very hard for AI as the world turns right now. Now, the good thing about AI is going to cure many, many things. I think AI will eventually come up with a cure for cancer simply because, there's something that we will probably do over time, but AI can do it in a matter of days what takes us years to do. And so we're going to see over the next 5 to 10 years some amazing advancements in the medical world, which is just simply better for us human beings. Now, as AI grows, it is going to open up a whole new sector of jobs and stuff. But unfortunately, if people that are probably in their late 30s and on, we're going to be sidestepped of all that because, we came up in a different world, a different time. And, AI is going to hurt. It is going to sting. It's going to wipe out a lot of jobs. A lot of manufacturing jobs are going to be eliminated. Hell, you walk into, a fast food restaurant right now, there's not even any more cashiers, order takers. They're gone. Everything now is this shit. Then you have a couple clowns back in the back, whipping food together. And that's just going to become more and more prevalent as time goes on. And, you go to Walmart, God forbid, worst place in the world. You go to Walmart, there's 27 checkout lanes and one person working in one checkout lane. All the rest of them are self-serve, which is a whole other video in itself because it pisses me off that I have to now pay regular price for everything and then do all the work at the end myself, to where back in the day, I went up and a cashier and a bagger did all that for me. Now I got to do it all myself, but I still get to pay the same price for it, which is fantastic, by the way. But now, with everything that AI is going to do, the liberals are now in full panic mode about the arts. They have penned a letter to President Donald Trump asking him to pretty much secure their jobs for them. So let me read this. Ben Stiller, Paul McCartney, and Ron Howard were among over 400 entertainment figures and industry workers who signed an open letter this week urging President Donald Trump to protect artificial intelligence copyright rules. We firmly believe that America's global AI leadership must not come at the expense of our essential creative industries. America's arts and entertainment industry supports over 2.3 million American jobs with over $229 billion in wages annually, while providing the foundation for American democratic influence and soft power abroad. But AI companies are asking to undermine this economic and cultural strength by weakening copyright protections for the films, television series, artworks, writing, music, and voices used to train AI models at the core of multi-billion-dollar corporate valuations. So let me see if I got this right. During the 2024 election, all you clowns lined up behind Drinks on the House Harris and Tampon Tim, you all said all kinds of bad shit about Donald Trump, all kinds of vile things. You supported Kamala. You all campaigned for Kamala. A lot of you all got paid by Kamala, a lot. And now that you feel your job is being threatened, you're asking Donald Trump to come in and save the day? Am I getting this correct? So the man that you despise, and how many of you 400 clowns said you were going to move out of the country if Donald Trump won? But the man you despise, the man you absolutely did not want to be president, said democracy would end if Donald Trump became president. Now you want his help? Well, I got to tell you, I'm urging Donald Trump to tell you all to piss off. I am urging Donald Trump, President Trump, whom I voted for. I'm urging you to tell them to kick rocks. I'm urging you to tell them, sorry, deal with it. Like everybody else in every other industry is going to have to deal with it. Because every industry is going to get hit by AI. So what you're saying, if I got this right, is you're okay with everybody else losing their jobs over AI, just not you all. Because I didn't see you all mention the manufacturing sector. I didn't see you mention anything. I didn't see you mention, it won't be long. We won't have airline pilots. I didn't see you mention them. At one point, AI will probably take over the entire airline industry, except for the guys on the ground making the planes, which a lot of that probably will come under AI. I didn't see you mention any of that. All I saw you mention was your job, your one little piece of the pie. The only thing you care about is our arts. Because I saw, was it last year? I think at the beginning of last year, Netflix had a job opening for an AI director, I believe. $975,000 a year. Now, had I known diddly shit about AI directing, obviously I would love to have applied for that job and made $1 million a year, sitting around looking at a computer and probably punching in some damn numbers, but I gotta be honest, I don't know shit about it. I gotta be honest, I'm from a different world, a different time, as most of us are. And when AI comes about over the next 5-10 years, there's going to be some amazing things we're going to see, some amazing cure to diseases. They're going to start attaching, robotic limbs to people that they're going to actually be able to control like human limbs. But the only thing liberals are worried about is their little world, which is what liberals are. I've said it a million times. Liberals love the cause as long as it's not in my backyard. I love illegals coming over the border as long as I don't have to deal with them. Love it. As long as I don't have to deal with them, then I'm good. I'm good. And I've said that 1,000 times. And right here, the liberals, they love AI. They love AI. They love their tech companies as long as it doesn't affect them. Well, I got to tell you, I think you all missed the boat completely. I don't think you have the right to ask Donald Trump for any type of favor whatsoever, considering all the bad shit you all have said about him over the last, 10 years. 10, 11 years. And the fact that, you tried every way in the world to defeat him in the presidential election. And now you have the audacity to come and ask him for help. I mean, I've always said that, liberals are shockingly hypocritical of everything. I mean, they're hypocrites. They're all hypocrites. And this is just proof in the pudding how big of a hypocrite liberals are. We hate you, but we want you to help us. We despise you, but we need you to protect us. We think you're Hitler and a Nazi, but can you see what you can do to kind of protect us, buddy? Help us out, make sure that we're good. Don't care about everybody else. Because if we did care about everybody else, then we would mention them. But we only care about our little world. Typical liberal. So like I said, I urge Donald Trump to tell them to piss off. I urge Donald Trump to say, sorry, had you only supported me a little bit in the election, maybe we could have done something. But you didn't. Instead, you sat and berated me, belittled me, did everything in the world to stop me, and now you want my help. That's a typical liberal. That is a typical liberal. Liberalism at its finest right here. Well, I got to be honest. I don't go see movies by who's in the movie. I could give a shit if Ben Stiller's in a movie or not. I could care less. I think the best movies that are out there is when they hire a bunch of no-name actors that actually have good acting chops. And they come out and they work on a really good script. Like the original Star Wars. Pretty much a bunch of nobodies. They'd had a few little roles here and there, but a bunch of nobodies. That's what made the movie great. It's what made it fantastic. Because it was all new. People we'd never seen before in movies. Harrison Ford had a few spots. In a movie that we've never seen anything like before. It was just absolutely mind-boggling. How did they do this? What is the magic? What kind of voodoo, black magic did they create to make this kind of technology, to make Star Wars? Who sold their soul to the devil to do this? It was absolutely brilliant. Well, those days are gone. They're gone. And I gotta be honest. If AI writes a fantastic script with a bunch of AI actors, because let's be honest, in the next 5 years, they're going to be there. You go to YouTube right now. You can watch all kinds of AI stuff on it, and you're like, damn, they're 90% of the way there of getting it to look like a human. They're getting very, very close. And within the next 5 years, they'll have it. You know what? So if a fantastic script is written by AI with a bunch of actors that I don't have to listen to their stupid ass opinions and run their mouth, that are AI, that look freaking human, that actually do a good job, I gotta be honest, I don't care. I could care less. Like I said, I cannot remember the last time Morgan Freeman's in a movie. Let's go and see it. Or, Tom Cruise has got this movie out. Let's go see it. No. I go see Mission Impossible because I like the stories. If Tom Cruise was in it or not, I would still go see Mission Impossible. Plain and simple. So I think you're a little late. You're a little late to the party. Don't say every bad word about me in the world and then come and ask me for my help. But I've always said, There is nothing as hypocritical as a liberal. And the only thing worse than a liberal is a Hollywood A-lister liberal elitist.